You guys, it's really hot out there today. I got really thirsty, but I had a wonderful walk with a really good friend. And it made me think about what we're talking about in our kids' moment today. By the way, this is Britta from Ringgold United Methodist. I am really excited about this weekend because Reverend Jamie Ellis, which I know as Harper's dad, is going to preach this weekend, and I'm really excited about that. And he's talking about the freedom that we have to love one another, which I love. Y'all know that. But I'm going to invite Grace and Lillian to read our verses today.
And since they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up to a debased mind to do what ought not to be done. They were filled with a manner of unrighteousness, evil, covetousness, malice. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, maliciousness. They are gossips, slanderers, haters of God, insolent, haughty, boastful, inventors of evil, disobedient to parents, foolish, faithless, heartless, ruthless. Though they know God's righteous decree that those who practice such things deserve to die, they not only do them, but give approval to those who practice them.
Therefore you have no excuse, O men, every one of you who judges, for in passing judgment on other you commend yourself, because you, the judge, practice the very same things. We know that the judgment of God rightly falls on those who practice such things. Do you suppose, O men, you who judge those who practice such things and yet do them yourself, that you will escape the judgment of God, or do the pursuit of the riches of his kindness and forbearance, and practice, not knowing that God's kindness is meant to lead you to repentance.
Thank you so much, girls. I'm so thankful to have you guys reading scriptures for me during our kids' moment. Because I sometimes don't catch everything the first read through, I wanted to just point out a couple of things. I don't know if you heard it. She was talking about people doing a whole lot of rotten things. They were boastful, they were foolish and faithless. Not only did they do bad things, but they approved of others who did bad things. Then we followed that with Romans chapter 2, the beginning, how they would, even while they were doing bad things, they would be judgy of others. But listen to this very last verse. This is the part that sticks with me. Do you presume on the riches of his kindness and forbearance and patience, not knowing that God's kindness is meant to lead you to repentance? Repentance is a big word, but it means to turn around and do the right thing. So he's telling those people to turn around from doing the wrong things, and because of God's kindness, do the right things. They can't be made to do that. I think that's an important thing. I also know that our pastor this weekend is going to be talking to us about the baptismal covenant, which covenant is another big word. It just means a promise. Hold on, this brings me back to the water. So I'm going to show you something different. Okay, I'm still a little shiny from my walk, but when we start talking about water, that makes me think of our baptismal water. And I don't know if you've been baptized in our church or if you've seen someone be baptized in our church. A lot of times they'll use this basin. This is just water. I went into the kitchen. What makes the water special is not where it comes from. It's that it's a symbol of turning to God and choosing to follow God. One of my favorite parts of being a member of the church is when we get to make the promise that we all as a church family make to someone who is being baptized. It's called a baptismal covenant. I get to make the promise with everyone that I'm going to live my life in a way that helps to lead that person who's being baptized to be closer to God. So this Sunday, as we listen to Harper's dad talk to us about the freedom that we have to choose to love, think about whether or not you've been baptized. As you celebrate 4th of July and think about freedom and love, help that remind you to think about how you can love others. You're free to do it if you choose to. And as a family of faith, we'll promise to try to help guide you in that way too. I hope you're staying safe and taking good care of yourself. I can't wait to see you, and I hope you have a blessed week. Bye-bye.